Today I'm going to be entering two giveaways. I'm going to be entering Chris Capoon's 1000 subscriber giveaway, where I have to talk about my favorite lock, and HV Logic's 500 subscriber giveaway, where I have to give a tour of my lock collection. So it's great that those are compatible giveaways, and yeah, congratulations to Chris for 1000 subs and HV for 500. That's all very amazing. So I'm going to try and do this in chronological order of all my locks. So I'm going to start off with the very first lock I tried to pick, which was this clear padlock. Did not take me very long at all. Left me pretty disappointed that it was so easy. And I'm like, oh, I want some harder locks. Then I rummaged around a bit, and my brother actually had this Chinese, probably cheapo padlock that he had actually bought specifically for practicing lockpicking, but he was using like paper clips and stuff, so didn't have much success. I had actual picks, and surprisingly difficult, this one, to single pin pick specifically. The pins are just really weird and the springs are quite stiff, but you can rake it open, no worries. Then I went down the Sparrows practice lock path, getting the revolver, and this one, the cutaway, had the chest piece ones in there originally. I've just put random spools and serrated ones in there just to mix it up a bit. But I mean, these are fun. They're not the greatest locks. Probably learn a lot more from real locks, but they definitely help me get somewhere. Next, I went and got my first, let's call it real lock, and my favorite lock, the Lockwood 334B45. And the reason I jumped straight to this rather than what most people would recommend of sort of working up the chain of belt level locks, because this is blue, was I wanted something that was guttable and that I could sort of progressive pin and, you know, play around with different pinnings and different bittings and stuff, because I wanted the lock to last me a little while, and it has. And yeah, this isn't even my favorite one. This is another one that's like a new one. This is my favorite one. You can see it's got a bit of patina on it, because I'd pick it in hand over and over and over and over again, and it's just so fun. So there you go, Chris. That's my favorite lock. Yeah, I still pick it pretty regularly just because it's just good fun. And yeah, Chris, you'll probably have to put up with a lot of Australians going on about the 334. Moving on. So I wanted to explore the belts a little bit more, and I thought, well, I can do blue. Let's move around a bit in green. So I got this ABUS 7240, and this one stumped me for a little while. The keyway is a fair bit smaller than the one on the 334, so that made it tricky. I had to get some thinner tension bars for that one. And look, if I'm honest, this lock was a bit of a disappointment after the 334. It's a little bit crunchier, it's a little bit less satisfying to open, so I was pretty sad about that, but still was a good challenge. Then I got some vintage Lockwoods. These are the 234 fat body models. I'm not entirely sure how old these guys are, probably around like the 50s or 60s maybe. I'll have to double check with Keyless Entry's Lockwood videos. They'll give me a better idea. I have looked them up before, but I forgot. These have tapered pins in them. One of them picks all right. The other one I still haven't picked. I don't want to spend too much time picking them because I don't want to like ruin them or anything, but yeah, tapered pins can be quite tricky. So back to belt locks, I got the Master 410 Lotto, which, yeah, this one is pretty tricky actually. I don't know whether I just got a hard one. I've picked a different one since and it was way easier, so even still it can be pretty inconsistent to open, so that one was a good challenge. Core's really sloppy, which isn't great, but yeah, it's good fun. Then when I heard all about the infamous Lockwood 120, I had to get one, and I got the 120N50. And yeah, people weren't kidding when they said that keyway is irritating. This one put up a lot of fight to start off with, but then I got some like thinner picks with deeper hooks and could get up through that warding a bit more easily, and now it's not such a big deal. But yes, the 120 is not to be trifled with. Moving on, when I sort of started to get into speed picking with the lock a month December, I had to get a TSA lock, and yeah, I think I still hold the record on this one. Not that it's a really hard lock to pick, but picking it in just over 0.5 seconds is still pretty fun. So yep. Then I had to get one of these, everyone's favorite green belt, as they say, the American 1100. This one was a gift from Prince, actually, so very grateful for that. Wasn't a super challenge to get into, but you know, everyone says you have to do it once, so there we go. Let's move these up a little bit. And that TSA lock put me in the draw to win the prize for the December lock of month, and when that arrived, I got all of this. So these alpha padlocks, they're pretty nice, all brass. Kind of weird to pick. Some of them can be a bit inconsistent, which can make speed picking them hard, but yeah, it was good fun. Oh, you can stay like that. Also in the package from Panda Frog, got the Panda lock and this Carber 8, which I reckon after the 334 was the first lock that I was like, that's quite nice. So the Swiss know what they're doing with their locks. Very smooth to operate, has a nice weight to it. Still haven't picked it. I plan on making some flags to have a crack at this one, but yeah, that should be good fun once I get around to it. Now we're going to need to make some much more room, because I ordered a package from Feral and had a lot of things in it. So first of all, I wanted to get myself a bilock. This next gen bilock, unmastered, with some master pins to chuck in there just to make it a more reasonable goal to start off with, but got to get around to picking that one. I also wanted to have a crack at Disc Detainer, so Feral hooked me up with a cheapo Disc Detainer, which I managed to pick. We'll try and get that on video at some point. And also something a bit harder, got the Alloy Classic, which yeah is a pretty cool lock. And also to go along with that, I got this knockoff Alloy Classic kick, which was pretty cheap, and I thought I'd make it into a cutaway. So it's a bit of a rough job, but yeah, you can see what's going on inside with those discs, and I reckon that's pretty cool. Hasn't helped me pick either of them yet, but it's still cool to look at. Also from Feral, I got the ABUS Brady 7140. This is pretty nice. It's got that keyway that spells ABUS. It's upside down, I think. Anyway, yeah, pretty good fun. And also the Mako 427, which is lock of quarter later this year, and is basically an American 1100. Like slightly different, but basically the same. So that's good fun. Oh, get in there. And then I got this guy, which my dad found and gave to me. It's a chain lock, so the chain actually locks into there, and I assume it's a lever lock. Don't really know that much about this kind of stuff. If anyone sees this and does know, feel free to let me know. But yeah, that's a nice old one. Don't know if I'll ever get around to picking that, but we'll see. And then the most recent ones, which I haven't actually gotten to pick yet because I've been busy since the package came, was this Master DG, courtesy of Down Under Monkey. Haven't tried picking it, but man, even just opening it can be a struggle sometimes. Like, you gotta just jiggle the key just the right way to get it open. And yeah, I'm sure that's gonna make picking it harder. And Down Under Monkey also threw in this little guy, Lockwood 232, I believe it is. Yeah, nice old one. That's pretty cool. So thanks for that, Down Under Monkey. Yeah, that's about it, I think. Other than like my bag of challenge lock supplies. You can see in there a bunch of just random cylinders. I'm not going to get them out, but they'll be challenge locks one day. Yeah, that's my lock collection. So once again, congrats to Chris Capoon and HV Logic, and yeah, congratulations. Good luck to everyone who's entering the giveaways. But wait, there's more. I forgot this one. Quickset Smart Key. It's Gen 2, the one you're meant to pick normally. And yep, I should be getting this one on camera very soon, so look out for that. Also, got the Master 150, which is the speed locks, lock a quarter for the first quarter. So I'm actually all set for speed picking this year. Go back together. All set for speed picking. I've got the Master, the ABUS 7240, the Mako, and the 334. So good to go. And speaking of speed picking, got this tiny guy, the Speed ABUS, has Panda Frog's initials and a smiley face on it. So yeah, thought I'd better get those ones in as well. I'm pretty sure that's it. Yeah, well, once again, congratulations and good luck to everyone entering.